This is Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa. The story of resurgent and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel. Pulse of Africa, the face and voice of Africa.
Hello, I'm Samia Mohammed, your host for this hour's news. Join us as we bring you the latest stories and updates from across Africa. Let's start here in Ethiopia. African nations urge to use digital technologies to improve the management of water data and increase resilience in the face of intensifying climate-induced disasters across the continent. At the opening of the Pan-African Symposium on Digital Solutions for Water Management in Addis Ababa, senior officials and experts underscored the critical need for Africa to leverage digital technologies to improve water governance and strengthen resilience against climate shocks. Mikhail Mahari, senior advisor at Ethiopia's Ministry of Water and Energy, commended the International Water Management Institute for advancing digital transformation and fostering partnership in the water sector. He stressed that as water challenges become more complex under climate variability and competing demands, digital technologies are no longer optional but essential. He noted that tools such as AI-based forecasting systems, real-time monitoring, and digital control systems now enable governments to manage water resources and more efficiently and transparently.
Digital technologies are no longer optional, and they are the new foundations for data-driven water governance. Digital tools now allow us to monitor rainfall, river flow, and groundwater real time, predict floods and droughts through artificial intelligence-based forecasting systems, and optimize irrigation scheduling and energy use through digital control systems and the like. In short, digital innovation transforms how we see, understand, and manage water resources.
He called for scaling up successful pilots, investing in digital skills, and strengthening partnership among governments, research institutions, and private sector. Somalia's Deputy Prime Minister Salah Ahmed Jama on Wednesday officially opened the country's second National Resilience Conference in the capital, Mogadishu, aimed at strengthening disaster preparedness and climate adaptation efforts. The two-day event themed Community Role in Disaster Response and Climate Change Adaptation is jointly organized by the Somali Disaster Management Agency and Mogadishu University with strong support from Plan International. Senior federal government officials, including cabinet ministers, the head of SODMA, academic leaders, and hundreds of participants from civil society, international partners, and local communities are attending the conference. In his opening remarks, Deputy Prime Minister Jama emphasized the urgent need for inclusive strategies to deal with recurring natural and man-made disasters across Somalia, which continues to face severe climate-related challenges, including droughts, floods, and displacement. Organizers say the conference will produce actionable recommendations to enhance the country's disaster risk management system and community-led climate response initiatives. The first ever Tunisia-Rwanda Business, Trade and Investment Forum opened on October 20 in Kigali, bringing together business leaders and investors from both countries to explore opportunities for trade, investment and collaboration. The four-day event, running until October 23, is organized by FIE Consult Rwanda, a business advisory and management consulting firm in partnership with the Embassy of Tunisia in Kenya and the Tunisian Export Agency. The forum aims to deepen economic ties, facilitate business partnership, and strengthen the exchange of knowledge and expertise between Rwanda and Tunisia. Tunisia's Deputy Ambassador to Kenya, Sofini Dridi, praised Rwanda's dynamic, diversified, and innovative economy as a reason for Tunisia's first official business mission to the country. He emphasized the need for mutual understanding between Rwandan and Tunisian companies to explore market opportunities and strengths, highlighting potential cooperation in ICT, cyber technology, industry, agri-food, and health sectors. The Southern African Development Community Secretariat, in collaboration with the International Labour Organization, is hosting the final Labour Market Observatory Data Preparation and ETL workshop in Johannesburg, South Africa from 20 to 24 October 2025. This marks the final technical phase in establishing the SADC Labour Market Observatory, a regional platform that will consolidate harmonized labour market data for all SADC member states to support evidence-based policymaking and promote decent working. Speaking at the opening, Dr. Maxwell Parakokwa, SADC Senior Program Officer for Employment, Labour and EOs, said the observatory will enable member states to access comparable, timely and quality labour market data for improved decision-making and policy planning. On the sidelines, participants also joined the global celebration of World Statistics Day 2025 under the theme Driving Change and Quality Statistics and with Data for Everyone. Now to business headlines. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa invites Indonesian ministers to explore opportunities in South Africa during a meeting at Merdeka Palace in Jakarta on Wednesday. At the current G20, President Ramaphosa expressed pride in South Africa's role and praised Indonesia's vital contributions to the economic bloc, noting that Indonesia's presence enhances the G20's global standing. Ramaphosa highlighted the shared role of Indonesia and South Africa as key players in the Global South, advocating for stronger trade, investment and economic collaboration among Southern Hemisphere nations. We encourage you, as discussed in our bilateral talks, to send your ministers to South Africa to explore potential opportunities, Ramaphosa stated. He emphasized the common challenges faced by both nations, including unemployment, poverty and inequality, and proposed leveraging their similarities to address these issues. Nigerian fintech firm Moniepoint said on Tuesday it had raised more than $200 million in a funding round led by Development Partners International as it seeks to expand its digital financial services across Africa and beyond. The Series C financing, which also include Leapfrog Investment, Visa, Google's Africa Investment Fund, and the International Finance Corporation, is one of the largest equity fundraising by an African fintech this year. Moniepoint, formerly known as Team APT, said the funds would support its expansion into new markets and enhance its offering for small and medium-sized enterprises, which form the backbone of Africa's informal economy. This is a proud day for Moniepoint, said Tosin Inurunda, the company's co-founder and CEO. We founded the company to widen financial inclusion and help African entrepreneurs realize their potential. This funding will help us accelerate that mission. Founded in 2015, Moniepoint has grown into Nigeria's largest business banking platform, serving over 10 million active users and processing more than $250 billion in annual transaction value. That's all for today's Pulse of Africa. Thank you for joining us.
Hello and welcome, viewers. I am Blame Bekala, your host. Today, we take you to the heart of the Horn of Africa, where a bold vision is about to take flight. Ethiopia is preparing to break ground on one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects in the continent's history, a $10 billion mega hub known as the Bishoftu International Airport City. More than an airport, it's a city within a city designed to transform African aviation, boost tourism, and open new doors for the trade and investment. With construction set to begin this December, Ethiopia is taking a stand on the world stage. Africa's time is now coming. It has arrived.
Africa's aviation powerhouses, Ethiopia's $10 billion Bishoftu International Airport City to transform aviation, tourism, and the economy. In the heart of the Horn of Africa, a bold vision is taking shape, one that promises to propel Ethiopia into the ranks of the world's aviation giants. With construction set to begin in December 2025, the Bishoftu International Airport City will become one of Africa's most ambitious infrastructure projects, a $10 billion mega hub, designed not just to move passengers, but to redefine the very idea of an airport. For Ethiopian Airlines Group CEO Mesfin Tasso, the project marks not just an expansion of infrastructure, but a defining chapter in the airlines and the nation's story. Bole International Airport has become too small and crowded, Mesfin told POA in an exclusive interview. We have expanded it for decades, but because it is at the center of the city, it cannot grow further. To handle the growth of Ethiopian Airlines, we need something much bigger. The new Bishoftu Airport will be essential for our future. Bole International Airport has served Ethiopia well for decades, powering the growth of Africa's largest airline. But demand has now outpaced capacity. Passenger traffic has surged. Cargo volumes are rising, and Bole's central location in Addis Ababa has left no room for further expansion.
The existing Bole International Airport has become too small and is going to be crowded with passengers. We have been expanding this airport for the last several decades, but now it has reached the limit where it cannot be upgraded further because the airport has become at the center of the city.
Bishoftu offers the space and vision required. The new airport city will feature 4 runways, ultra-modern terminals, and capacity for 60 million passengers a year in the first phase. At full scale, it will serve over 110 million passengers and 3.7 million tons of cargo annually, making it one of the world's largest aviation hubs. As Ethiopian Airlines grows, this new airport will allow us to continue expanding, Mesfin explained.
As Ethiopian Airlines is growing and has planned to grow further, we need a bigger airport to handle the growing number of passengers that will be transporting. The new airport will enable Ethiopian Airlines to continue with its growth strategy, and it will be very, very essential for us. We will be transporting not only Ethiopians but Africans using this airport. It's going to be a hub, a gateway between Africa and the rest of the world. It will be very important for the growth of the air transport industry in Africa.
It will serve Ethiopians, Africans, and international travelers alike, becoming a true global gateway. The Bishoftu Airport City is designed to position Ethiopia at the heart of global aviation, strategically located at the crossroads of Africa, the Middle East, Europe, and Asia. The airport will make Addis Ababa a central transit point for millions of travelers.
Bishoftu will feature 4 runways, state-of-the-art terminals, and room to welcome 10 of billions of passengers each year. But it is also a city in itself, with hotels, logistics, hubs, and modern business zones that will drive trade, tourism, and opportunity. For African, this project represents possibility, a future where traveling across the continent becomes easier, where African airlines compete on the global stage, and where Ethiopia continues to lead as the beating heart of African aviation. Bishoftu isn't just about planes and passengers. It is about pride, progress, and the promise of brighter, more connected Africa.
The project will generate tens of thousands of jobs in construction, aviation, logistics, retail, and hospitality. Foreign exchange. Ethiopian Airlines is already a top foreign currency earner. The new airport will multiply these revenues and strengthen the economy. Regional integration. Serving as a continental hub, Bishoftu will improve connectivity across Africa, fostering trade and cooperation. The African Development Bank has pledged $500 million and is leading the financing drive for the project, which is estimated to cost up to $10 billion. For Ethiopian Airlines, the Bishoftu International Airport City represents more than infrastructure. It is the foundation for the airline's next era of growth. The new airport will not only serve Ethiopians, but Africans and the world. It will secure our place as a global aviation leader. Ethiopia will signal to the world that it is ready to take its place among the aviation powerhouses of the globe.
As the countdown to December begins, all eyes turn to Bishoftu, where a $10 billion vision is preparing to take flight. More than runways and terminals, this project represents opportunity, progress, and Africa's rising place in a global aviation. From the field of Ethiopia will emerge not just an airport, but a gateway for the continent, connecting people, powering economies, and shaping the future of African air travel. That's all for today's edition of Pulse of Africa. Thank you for watching. And as always, stay tuned to the heartbeat of our continent.